He's like, I've been doing this long enough. I know what car it is.
He's like 27, 28, 29. I get a text from Frankie over the weekend. Well, actually, we were talking about some other shit. I think we were talking about like a mutual friend, right? We were just having a normal conversation. Yeah. And then Frankie is like, oh, and by the way.
Yeah.
And that's what really makes it as funny. I'll get the exact wording of it because to bring this conversation up in general is obviously silly. But the way it just drops in. So, yeah, I did an interview on the show Brilliantly Dumb. Frankie knows the guy from Long Island. So we're just talking about that and him and his career. And then he just goes, oh, bro, by the way, Trent and I had a debate on our way to the golf course yesterday. John? This is John's first time hearing it. If there was a toll booth on the road, and instead of a money transaction, it's a guy standing there with his cock out, and you got to just grab it and give it a pull to get through. Do you want the guy to be hard or soft? Now, before we even start answering, like, where did this come from?
You know, we were on the road for like 7 or 8 days, and we're going through all these.
It's got to be from his brain,
we're going
right?
through all,
yeah.
We're going through all these,
he thinks of these things.
Going
like,
through all these crazy, mountainous drives and all this stuff. And I think we saw this road called like Hard Rock Road or something like that. And I was like, Trent, you want to take a little spin down Hardcock Road? It's one of those dumb, just in the car jokes, right? And then I said, what would happen on Hardcock Road? Because the joke was over, but I'm still sitting there thinking like, if there was a fucking street called Hardcock Road, what would happen if you fucking pulled down that street and there's a dude standing there being like, all right, like you got to give me a pull and then you got to go. And then the fucking thing comes up after you yank his cock. So I said to Trent, what would you, what's the ideal position of that man?
Now, I think this is a no-brainer.
I think so too.
Okay, and I think we're going to be on the same page. And there's a person here who disagrees with us, and it's fucking insanity. So I'm going to count to 3, and you either say hard or soft.
Okay.
Okay? 1, 2, 3. Hard. He wants a soft dick.
Why? I didn't like touching my own soft dick. I can't imagine someone else's.
Like, you gotta think about it logically. You gotta get the back of your knuckles are brushing into that guy's sack. You gotta push into his soft ball sack to get around his soft penis.
You gotta lift it off the nuts.
Pick it up and then go honk honk, and then you gotta drop it back down, and it goes like this. It goes like,
we weren't actually doing it in the car, but we were doing it with our hands. Where if like your dick is pressed up against the balls, you have to get under there and grip it. It was just a gut reaction.
If it was me, I'd pinch it by the head. That's how I'd
you gotta think of the man.
Grab the ledge. Grab like the lip, Would you go like the tip or the lip?
I grab it by the head.
Like the pee hole?
Yeah. Well, not the hole.
That's what I'm saying. I think I would grab the ledge of your tip.
Dude. Bro, think about traffic.
Yes, so then you gotta really start to think about like the logistics now, because let's say I'm thinking to myself when we used to drive down to the Jersey Shore and there would be 5 hours worth of traffic. Wait, let's see.
That's what I'm just pinching like right there.
Yeah, okay. I'm grabbing that part right there, like the ledge.
Oh, you're grabbing the ledge.
If you're circumcised and I can just grab, I don't want to grab the tip. I just want to grab that little ledge. Again, I don't want to do any of this. I just want it to be a hard cock, so I just go. Okay,
all right.
I'm thinking of it like bop it, bop it, twist it. I just want to go.
As things usually go when we get in arguments about this, because we're yelling at each other in the car about it, where Frankie then ends up making a good point for my side of it, where I hadn't even thought about it. Where, all right, you're talking about traffic jam, right?
Yeah,
you think about lines and lines and lines of cars.
It's just endless.
And so this guy's getting his dick yanked hundreds of times. And by the time,
he's getting
the hand job.
These people are running a train on him masturbation.
It's actually
they got to get home and they got to get to work. That's just what it is.
It's like a very hellish hand job, because like you get 2 dogs, like, okay, if you kept going for 10 more seconds, I'd get there.
And then like
balls
and then they
move out. Right?
So, okay.
And the next one is like, oh, come on!
Okay.
So think about that. This guy's getting like a steam tantric yoga hand job for 7 hours. It's just building up.
You guys are making my point for me here.
Right. So there's going to be one unlucky guy.
Right, because you're in the traffic jam, and like you were saying, Frankie, you're now counting the cars because you can see up there that this guy is hard and he's been getting jerked off for hours.
He's sweating.
And he's
red. He's like, I just need to come so bad. And you might be the guy.
And this is a point for the soft soft dick where
Yes, but the only point.
if you get there early, if you get off work early, or if you go to work early, it's a very soft dick. Yeah, you got to peel it off the balls, but you're not running the risk.
Also, you guys are in Vegas when you're talking about this. This is sweaty balls and sweaty dick.
Yeah.
But there is a chance that you go up there. It's almost like hot potato or musical chairs. One of those things where you're the last guy, where you're like, give it a tug and it just.
Dude, I'm gonna
just
paint a
comes all
scenario
over
for you right now. You got a mid-30s guy. He's a fucking accountant. He hates his life, right? His wife hates him. The whole fucking thing. He just put the kids. He put them on a fucking bus. He's driving to work. He sees the traffic's building up. He hates his job. His boss is calling him. He's late. He's got TPS reports to fill out. And all of a sudden, he's in fucking traffic on Hardcock Road. He goes, no fucking way. He's counting the amount of cars. He's seeing the fucking guy up there, and he's getting going, right? Like this guy's like, oh fucking yeah. And he's like, no
Rush
way.
hour, baby.
Rush hour, baby. He goes, am I gonna? Is this gonna fucking happen to me again today? And he's going 1, 2, 3. He gets up to that guy's car, and the guy's fucking knocking on the window, like, come on, bro, it's about to happen. The guy's like, fuck my fucking life, dude. Fuck my fucking life, man. And he just pulls in. The guy just blows a load right on his fucking face. What a way to work, man. Are you kidding me?
You gotta cock the shotgun yourself to kill it.
Dude, when he's rolling up, he sees the guy's fucking like his body being like, come on, come on, it's you, it's you. He's pointing at him. He's pointing at him.
Come on next. Come on. Pull up. Let's go.
The guy at the cock just points him out of the line.
Like, hey, he's long enough. I know what car it is.
He's like 27, 28, 29. Mr. 29, it's you. Come on down.
I've been working Hardcock Tollbooth for 20 years. I know what fucking car I'm coming on.
It's gonna be you, motherfucker.
And then you know what the worst is too.
Look at the bully at recess with dodgeball. Like, it's you.
Dude, and as each person's pulling on him, he's just making eye contact with the guy. Like,
He's got to flip the windshield wipers on after. Pull over. He wipes it off his glasses. He's cleaning it off his fucking windshield. And you know what too? When you're in those traffic jams. And you don't hit it and go. Sometimes you're stuck like in that little. So you pull that and he comes on you, and then there's still traffic, and you're just sitting there like.
Dude,
oh fuck my life.
This guy would have built remember in I think it was Ecuador or Nicaragua or something like that. This is an old school Barstool blog about how I think. The women's strike about how they wouldn't fuck their husbands until there was a road built into town.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And it was built in a weekend.
Yeah.
It was that fast. This is the guy who would fix traffic. In that he would, how with the issue with traffic is that the human brain takes a second to be like, okay, time to go.
Yeah.
Where if all cars just went at the same time,
we'd be fine.
We'd be fine.
Yeah.
He would invent the system that just made cars all go at the same time.
So they don't have to
so he
jerk
could just get too quick.
There would be one hand.
Oh my god.
So.
Dude.
While yes,
I feel like we just made the point for soft dick pretty heavily.
But there's one in probably 5,000. How many cars go through there a day? We're that might happen to you. Slim chance. What's definitely going to happen to you is balls on your fingers and soft.
You're gonna feel the heat from the soft penis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what you're getting the post cum penis.
I think if you're pulling
that
a
guy
hard
just
penis,
came and you're.
I think if you're holding a hard penis, you don't even really know you're holding the penis.
Right.
I think if you're holding
Yes.
a soft penis, you know you're holding the penis.
You're feeling the nubs
soft
and the
penis,
ridges.
the hard penis might as well be this thing
Yeah.
right here, right? I could
Yeah.
be holding. That's just a flesh-colored pole.
Yeah,
And then,
that-
but a soft penis, I know that's a penis.
You're feeling skin.
Think
you're
about it like a
wrinkles.
fucking,
You're feeling hairs.
a
You're
mystery
feeling.
box,
Yeah.
right? If you put your hand in a mystery box and you grab a soft dick, you'd be like,
I've seen this
that's
porn
a
before.
dick. Right? And then you reach in and grab a hard dick. If you got it
be any
if you got
number
it
of
at
things.
on the shaft, you'd be like, this could be.
Could be a dildo.
Right,
could be anything.
Could be a finger, maybe. I'm
Yeah.
not really sure what this is.
Yeah.
But if you touch a soft dick, I'm touching dick.
And again, the balls.
The balls are a non-factor to me because I'm grabbing the tip. I'm pinching the tip.
What
I'm
if
not
he-
touching balls.
He might be like, no tip today. You can't grab the tip.
Are you going
I know who you
My
are.
tip is fucking raw.
You're here at 5:30 every morning. You can't
That
grab
would
the
hurt.
tip of my dick
I wouldn't
anymore.
feel good. People pinching your tip all day long.
Yeah.
They
So
have
you're
nails.
gonna go pinch one hand, grab with the other, or you're gonna do
You think?
Yeah, I'd pull it up
I would
and
maybe,
I'd grab
I
it.
would maybe do a pinch and grab, flop it up, and then
Yeah, but then you might
Pluck it out
punch
of
the
the
guy
air.
in the balls.
and then you gotta like squeeze a cock.
I
But
think
then
A
you're gonna
squishy cock is
you're,
no good.
You're gonna give
A
a
squishy dick might as well be a rat. You know how they say rats can just fit in any
Oh,
hole?
yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
could just fucking you
you
could
could
squeeze a
put-
soft dick into this fucking
Yeah.
thing right here.
100%.
You say that though. That's
I'll
not
go
true.
to the bathroom real quick. Figure it out.
Because I'm just thinking, it's hard enough to get a soft dick into a goddamn vagina.
I've
know what I mean?
have you ever tried
get
to
it
can
in?
do it.
You can get it.
I-
in.
you got- but
I'm
you
not
gotta
saying it's
thumb
the
it, you gotta
easiest
get
thing
the
in the
splint,
world,
but it can
Yeah,
happen.
A rat's got to get himself pretty small to fit under a door, but he can do it.
You ever try to pee into one of those things while you're driving?
Oh yeah.
It's fucking
Nope,
hard.
that-
it's
yeah.
This is
that
so
is
much easier.
right, but it's a
Yeah.
fucking. It's like the Olympics trying to do
Yeah.
that. You gotta line up with. Just
But it
the
also
whole-
is.
I peed into a soda can.
that's a sharp
Yeah.
top.
You are living on the edge, bro.
It is.
Yeah.
I didn't do it. I got the idea from Dwight. Dwight does it
on
as
the
well.
move?
On the move, yeah. And we were
Driving
in
or
Vermont, I
passenger?
think, or New Hampshire, something like that. We were in like traffic skiing, and it was just like just pee. I didn't try to put my dickhead in it. It was just like
No.
it was like if pee's gonna get everywhere,
I mean,
pee's gonna get.
if
everywhere.
you try to put your dickhead into a soda
Straight to
can,
the ER.
I mean, that is you don't deserve it. Dan.
That's what I learned from Dwight's shortcomings. That's how I had to not do that because Dwight does that.
Was you were driving or passenger?
I was passenger.
Yeah, 'cause
yeah.
that's-
No, I think that's an impossible feat driving. I was in the back seat
I've
too.
peed in a.
Well, like in the back seat, it doesn't matter if you pee a little bit, like on the stuff.
the
the driver can't
car,
see it.
You,
True.
The stuff.
That's really what it's all about, not getting caught.
I peed in the driver's seat in like a bottle like this in like a traffic jam. We weren't like moving, but that's also awkward because in a traffic jam you can kind of like see.
100%.
So you're, and then really it's like you can't get a good shake.
No.
I feel like you leave
No,
like
oh, no, you're
residual.
pissing. You're
You leave
pissing.
like residual pee in the tank when
And you
you're
start
sitting
doing
down.
the math.
You-
Am I gonna overflow?
You piss
Yes.
about a shot into your pants, about 2 ounces.
Yeah. But you're at the point where it's like I should have just peed the whole thing in my pants because there's enough pee in there now that I'm uncomfortable. I could have just done this and been like, yeah, that's the same amount. And so you're sticking though, soft dick for you.
Yeah, I think this whole
Just
segment
because
has
of
been.
the cum.
That's a day ruiner.
That's like a year ruiner.
Yeah.
A life ruiner. Remember the time the guy on Hardcock Road cummed on me?
I understand-
That's worse than a day ruiner, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's
like winning the lottery.
You're playing Russian roulette with like
1,000 bullets.
like a 50 cal with like one
Yeah.
with those fucking like belts of bullets.
Yeah.
And there's only one bullet in it.
I mean, like, think about. All right, here's another question: how many tugs, Lil Kim style, how many tugs would it take under these circumstances where it's like car comes, tug, like 10 seconds?
I don't
go
think I'd
by?
ever come.
I
Right,
don't
there's
think you
probably
would.
days. Yeah, I was gonna say there's probably days where he doesn't come at all.
It has to be. I would
And
say
then
no.
Coach Joe goes home and beats his wife that night.
If it is Coach Joe. I mean, let's say there's a traffic jam though, because if you're just a tug and then a car comes by 20 seconds later, you'll never come. But if it's a traffic jam and they're just coming through, but every time it's let's say it's a good like a 1, 2, 3.
I think you come.
How quick
think
though?
so?
Oh, maybe
Like-
30, 40 cars.
No way. You
don't think so?
If I just to say it was me and you, and I just sit here right now and I go and I stop and wait like 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's
And then 30 of those is not gonna make you come.
I think maybe the guy working the booth gets conditioned to that though, and he figures it out.
Yeah.
Well, also is he?
That's true.
You know what I mean?
He's learning how to make himself come.
Yeah,
from
I
30,
think while
30
you're
tugs.
doing this, he's like shoving a finger up his ass.
Yeah, right. He might be watching like hardcore porn on his little
playing
toll
with
booth
his
computer. Yeah,
Well, what if
His
that's
fucking sweaty ball.
what if that's the other lane? You know, you're on this lane, you're tugging. Like on this lane, you got to be poking.
What about this? If there was like
Which lane do you want on there?
you know how they have like the fast pass?
yeah.
Like fast pass is
Like easy pass, you mean?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's working himself in between.
Oh shit.
So like you're much more liable
Oh,
to
man.
fucking. So it's either you sit in a 100-car
Yeah.
traffic jam,
Yeah.
or you can get right
You're
there.
driving through and it's just like, bam! You're just like, please, 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 just
ferociously
splat.
stroking his dick. Like, come on, I'm gonna get you. And he sees that one miserable guy coming. The one miserable guy coming 100 miles an hour. He's like, I'm gonna fucking get you. And he fucking,
I love the point at the guy.
Oh,
You
as it's
motherfucker.
happening,
I'm not
it's
even
like,
paying attention to these
you're
times
coming
now.
up.
It's you, motherfucker.
Yeah, these ones don't count. These ones are just in the bank, but it's you that I'm looking for.
He just hangs his head in the
Oh
car.
my
Like,
God Almighty!
I'm sticking with soft dick.
I'm Trent Ryan, and I'm sticking with soft.
this is
dick.
our own version of the opening to Office Space. We have to make it. You know the beginning of Office Space where he's in the traffic and he moves to
Yes.
the right lane.
Yes.
We need to make an opening to a movie with Hardcock Road.
We were. I mean, you were texting me when we were on the plane. So we had this conversation
I
on
almost threw up on the
Wednesday.
plane.
Yeah, like on Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever. Then we flew out. Fuck, I don't even know.
Can I ask a question real quick? Do you need to take a PCR test to fly?
No.
No, you just got implants.
Yeah.
Beauty. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Here's the thing: nobody cares.
COVID's
a hoax.
But then, like 4 days later, Frankie's just texting me on the plane, like he's about to throw up. He's sitting behind me, like just painting the picture he painted for you guys.
It
on
was
the
that
podcast.
picture of the guy driving and pointing, and I was just, bro, I couldn't control myself. The guy sitting next to me was looking at me like, "Why are you laughing?" Like, this dude, it was tears rolling over my mask.
It's like, brother, you don't want to know.
No. Like, listen, you got this guy holding this cock.
Yeah. It's like, if you ask me one more time, I'm roping you in.
You're gonna have to give an answer, sir.
96% of you motherfuckers watch these videos and aren't subscribed. Shout out to the 4%. You are good people. 4% of people are watching our clips.
That's about what the I would guess the breakdown of
good people versus bad
demographics
people
in the world.
Yeah.
Good people versus bad people. Probably about 96% to 4.
That's
but
fair.
Be a good person.
But it's not even. I'm not even asking you to be a good person. I'm asking you to push a button.
Yeah,
I'm asking you to click a button.
Yeah, you can be a bad person still, but just click the button.
You can be a piece of shit. Just click subscribe. 96% of you watch these clips and they're like, oh my God, that was a funny clip from this podcast. I liked it. And I'm just not going to help them out. The people who work to make it, the people who work to produce it, to post it, to upload it, and there's nothing from you. You're a bad person if you don't subscribe.
Be a good one.